In our SDS class, we started tautomerism. So tautomerism is one type of structural isomerism, in particular a type of functional isomerism, because keto form change it to enol form. That means one functional group is changed to another functional group, nitro compound, nitroso compound, like that. Number of variations are there. Okay, that means functional groups are changed and structures are also changed. It is a structural isomerism as well as in structural isomerism, one type of functional isomerism, but tautomerism is nothing but just proton transfer. Proton transfer, that is a rearrangement. Tautomerism is an example to a rearrangement. Proton is transferred from alpha position to highly electronegative elements. During that process, some changes are appeared, boys. So based on that, a theory is developed. That is, we call it as tautomerism. Tautomerism. Okay. So when and how is possible already we covered in our SDS class. Now, some more examples. These examples seems to be there is no tautomerism, but practically there is a tautomerism. There is a tautomerism, but seems to be no tautomerism, but there is a tautomerism. How is that possible? So take a question, boys. Please take down this example. So please take the question. What is that? Draw enol forms, if any, if possible, of the following. Draw enol forms of the following. Okay. So let us start our today's topic. See here. Boys, it is a dienone. Dienone. Okay. So this dienone see here. This is dienone. So for this is alpha carbon, boys. But from this alpha carbon, alpha hydrogen is not involved in the tautomerism. Not possible because it is double bonded one. It is double bonded one. So it is difficult to bring that hydrogen from here to here. But this is sp3 hybridized carbon. This is sp3 hybridized carbon. There is a conjugation possible. Okay. So already we know that tautomerism is catalyzed by either acid or base. Acid catalyzed tautomerism is there. Base catalyzed tautomerism is there. Okay. Now I am using base catalyzed tautomerism. See here what happened. So what is the product here? Let us discuss, boys. Let us discuss. So I am taking, this is diketone. This is diketone. Here are sp3 hybridized carbons. So these are hydrogens. So there is a catalyst OH minus from strong base. This hydrogen attacked to this OH as a H plus ion. This is to this one. That bond is migrated to that carbon. So that gives this carbon gets negative charge. This is here. It is double bonded bonds. So minus H2O. This is catalyst, boys. This OH minus is catalyst. The catalyst is involved. Now, this lone pair converts into pi bond. This pi bond converts into here, and this lone pair is here. Okay, that is conjugation. So that gives one more structure. That is like this. It is here. It is new bond is developed here. That is migrated. This is O with lone pairs, 3 lone pairs. Already oxygen has 2 lone pairs. Already oxygen has 2 lone pairs. That pi bond once again gives one more lone pair, that gives negative charge. Okay, that is aromatic. That is why it is possible. That is aromatic. That is why it is possible, because aromatic compound is very, very stable. Now, to this, there is water release rate. This water is attacked there. That is H2O. Okay, so this one gets partial negative charge. This one gets partial positive charge. This lone pair donated to this hydrogen, and this is moving that one. That gives, so I'm water is added, that is a water molecule, boys. That gives OH, hydrogen is bonded to that one. Okay, plus OH minus the, it is catalyst. So that catalyst is finally regenerated, boys. The catalyst is finally regenerated. Therefore, it is a carbon having OH and a double bond. It is enol form, nothing but phenol, which is aromatic end. Aromatic. Therefore, so this is the final product, boys. That means the keto form is changed to enol form. Here, tautomerism is possible. Tautomerism is possible. Okay. Why this concept is clear or not? Actually, we feel it as no tautomerism, but this type of mechanism is possible. In the presence of strong base, it is possible. Therefore, this compound exhibits tautomerism. Not only this, see here. Similar compounds. Here I am taking OH. There is one more hydrogen, boys. No problem. This is involved. This compound involved in tautomerism. Next, there is one more compound. This is double bond O. Here I am taking NaH2. So there is one more hydrogen. It is possible. It is possible. Okay. So like this, like this. So see here, one more. One more. That is, I am taking here nitrogen, boys. Nitrogen also having hydrogen. It is sp3 condition. Now it becomes, it is also gives tautomerism. So similar type of mechanism also possible here. That means all these three compounds gives tautomerism. So these are keto forms. Similarly, enol forms are possible. Similarly, enol forms are possible. For this, see here. Note down second condition. I'm not writing mechanism wise. Similar mechanism is possible. Similar mechanism is possible. See here. This is double bond OH. In the presence of OH minus, no doubt the product is like this. OH, OH. So keto enol form possible end. Next, this one NaH2 in the presence of OH minus, that is also involved in the similar mechanism. OH and NaH2 only. So it is possible. It is possible. These are enol forms. These are enol forms. Next, this one This one I am taking here. This one that gives in the presence of OH minus. Similar mechanism is possible. It is nitrogen. This is OH and enol form. This is enol form. It is also possible. It is also possible. Okay. Now this is actually we feel it as there is no tautomerism, but they give tautomerism like this by using previous mechanism. By using previous mechanism. So this is the way. Next, some more examples I'm trying, boys. Please take the notes. Please note down these examples, everything. That is double bond O, double bond N, OH. In the presence of OH minus, write it enol content, write its enol content. Okay, this hydrogen is involved, boys. This hydrogen is involved. Okay, so this hydrogen here, this is here, this is here, this is here. Finally, this hydrogen is migrated to that one. Okay, that gives this one, this one, this is N double bond O. This one, OH is the product. OH is the product. Okay, so it is this group is called as nitrosora. It is a para-nitrosophenol. The name of this compound is para-nitrosophenol. Aromatic end. Aromatic. Next. Yes, similar reaction also possible. Already we know mechanism. That is in the presence of OH minus, that gives like this, boys. Like this. So this hydrogen, this one migrated here, this one migrated to there. Nitrogen, this one, this one. This is OH. That is OH. It is possible ending. Possible ending. Okay. Next. In the presence of OH minus. Boys, here the hydrogen is involved in. These hydrogens are involved. These hydrogens are involved. That gives OH. That is possible. That is possible. Okay. Next, here these hydrogens are involved. Here this hydrogen is involved. Here this hydrogen is involved. Please note down. Please mark that hydrogen. Next. Next, similar compound. Right? Double bond O. Here nitrogen is taken, boys. This hydrogen is involved. This hydrogen is involved in the mechanism. In the presence of OH minus, same reaction takes place. Here OH is possible. These are all possible cases. These are all possible cases. Okay. This is about possibility of tautomerism. Actually, we expected there is no tautomerism, but the type of mechanisms are possible. Boys, next question. Right? Question: identify major enol form in the following. Very, very important. Right? Identify major enol form in the following. Okay, boys, please recollect before taking these examples. Before taking these examples, please recollect mechanism of keto-enol tautomerism in acidic medium and basic medium. Mechanism of tautomerism in acidic medium and basic medium. Please recall that. By using that, I will explain this concept here. Okay. See here, boys. The first question is this one, C double bond O. Okay. In the presence of OH minus, base medium catalysis. Base medium catalysis. So, boys, this is alpha, this is also alpha. If this alpha is involved, there is a pi bond here. If this alpha is involved, there is a pi bond here. Therefore, two possibilities are there. One is this is OH and this is double bond plus this is OH and this is double bond. Okay. The same reaction also possible in case of H plus acid catalyzed reaction. Keto-enol tautomerism in acid catalyzed reaction. In acid catalyzed reaction, see here, same possibility. OH like this, plus OH like this. Among these two possibilities, boys, base catalyzed reaction, the reaction intermediate is the carbanion. See here, how is that? So I'm taking this one, C double bond O, this one. So in the presence of base, so these are alpha hydrogens. If I am using this alpha hydrogen here, the product is, this is double bond O. This one gets negative charge with lone pair minus H2O. For example, if OH, this hydrogen is used by this minus H2O, that gives the bond is like this, double bond O minus. These are the reaction intermediates. Here carbanion is the reaction intermediate in base catalyzed reaction. It is the rate determining step, boys. In base catalyzed reaction, this is the rate determining step. That means it is the slowest step end. It is the slowest step. In this rate determining step, here carbanion, it is a secondary carbanion. It is a primary carbanion. Among secondary carbanion and primary carbanion, which is more stable, boys? Which is more stable among these two carbanions? Secondary carbanion or primary carbanion is more stable? Tell me. In case of carbanions, primary carbanion is more stable than secondary carbanion. Therefore, this one is more stable. This one is less stable. Therefore, more stable carbanion formed quickly when compared to less stable carbanion. If this hydrogen is involved in the reaction, so this is the product. This is the product. This is major product. This is minor product. Okay. So next, in acid catalyzed reactions, see here. In acid catalyzed reactions, what happened? It is double bond O. This one, acid H plus ion is involved. This lone pair from oxygen is attached to this one. Okay, that gives, this is OH plus ion, day2 bond with a pi bond. So these are the two hydrogens, boys. Okay, so this is compensated if any one of these two hydrogens are released. Which one quickly released? That means if this one is released, see here. So H plus ion. Here, this should be the rate determining step. And this one is the rate determining step. This one is the rate determining step. During that rate determining step, see here. This is migrated from here and here. Just a minute. Here to here and migrated. So this hydrogen released as H+. Here no carbanion is formed. No carbanion is formed. This is rate determining step. No carbanion is formed. No carbanion is formed. Now the product is like this. OH, this one. In this case, most substituted alkene is the most predominant. Most substituted alkene is the most predominant. Therefore, here carbanion is not an intermediate. Therefore, in acid catalyzed reaction, this is major end. This is major, this is minor end. So this is very, very, very important, boys. So in base catalyzed reaction, the reaction intermediate is carbanion. That is why most stable carbanion is either secondary or primary. That is the primary carbanion related alkene is the major product. In acid catalyzed reaction, no carbanion is not formed. Therefore, more substituted alkene is the final answer. More substituted alkene in acid catalyzed reaction. In acid catalyzed reaction, more substituted alkene is the final product. In base catalyzed reaction, less substituted is the major product. Okay. So very, very, very important. See here, more substituted means, so this is the alkene, This is a substitution, this is substitution, this is three substitutions are there. So in this alkene, here two hydrogens, no substitutions are there. It is less substituted, it is more substituted. So that is why more substituted alkene is the final alkene. Okay, it is very, very, very important. One more example, boys. Tell me your answer. That is this is the compound, boys. This is the compound. In base catalyzed reaction, what is the enol product? In acid catalyzed reaction, what is the enol product? Tell me your answer. Here, this is alpha, this is alpha. These are the two alpha positions, boys. Here is alpha hydrogen is there. Here also two alpha hydrogens are there. Two alpha hydrogens. Any one of these are involved in the reactions. So it is base catalyzed reaction. Base catalyzed. So the possibilities are this is OH, this is double bond, this is alkyl group, and this is OH, this is OH, here double bond is positive. So among 1 and 2, which is major, boys? Which is major? 1 or 2? Please keep in mind, this is OH minus base catalyzed reaction. Base catalyzed reaction, just like before. Just like before. Here also same products, but one is major, one is minor ending. In this case, OH OH. So here 1, it is 2. Tell me, boys, it is in acidic medium, right? It is in acidic medium, that is in basic medium. Which is major here? 1 or 2? 1 or 2? Yes. So in this case, this is major ending. Just like in your previous. In this case, this is major ending. Okay. So like this, we can predict which product is predominant. Which product is predominant. Okay. Factors influencing on enol content. Very, very, very important. By using these factors, enol product is major or minor. Which one is? Ketone product is major or minor? That is, we can decide with the help of these conditions. With the help of this condition. First one, conjugation. Whenever conjugation is possible, that is more predominant. Conjugation. See here, boys, let us take C double bond O CH3. C double bond O CH3. Just a minute. I'm taking this one as hydrogen, right? It is better. Okay. Next, one more example. CH3, CH2, C double bond OH. C double bond OH. In this case, so the enol percentage, see here, this hydrogen is alpha hydrogen, this hydrogen migrated to this one, that gives CH double bond COH HN. It is enol form. Enol form. It is keto form. It is keto form. Next, if this one is involved, always reversible reactions. This hydrogen is involved, that gives CH3, C double bond, that is the CH double bond, C OH H. This is enol form. Here X is the percentage of enol form. Here Y is the percentage of enol form. Boys, among these two enol forms, which one is major? Which enol content is major? Which one is minor? So how to explain? That is based on conjugation. Conjugation. See here, boys. So this pi bond, this formed pi bond, is involved in conjugation with this benzene ring. But here that conjugation is not possible. Here this pi bond, it is in conjugation with phenyl ring. Here this pi bond, no conjugation. No conjugation is possible. Therefore, which one predominates, boys? X is more or Y is more? Tell me your answer. That is more conjugation, more stability. So, therefore, that gives more stability. It is less stability. Less stable. More stable product should be the major quantity. Now, tell me the answer. Which one is major? Which one is minor? That is why. Therefore, percentage of enol is equal to X greater than Y. Am I correct or wrong? Tell me. Percentage of enol is X greater than Y. Whenever conjugation is developed, automatically that conjugated enol is more in percentage when compared to others. It is one of the factors that is influenced in enol percentage. So that means whenever enol percentage is more, in presence of conjugation, enol percentage is more, and enol percentage is more. It is one of the factors. Next, second one. Second point, aromatic character. Aromatic character. For example, during formation of enol, if that enol is aromatic, that should be the major product. Aromatic enolic compound is major product, boys, because aromaticity gives more stability to that compound. Okay, let us take some examples. See here. So it is keto formula. Boys, it is more half arrow, it is less sized half arrow. That means forward reaction very fast, backward reaction slow, and almost not possible. This gives this quantity. This is enol format and aromatic. Therefore, enol content is more here, almost 99.9%. Almost 100% enol content is possible because of aromatic situation. So here, in this case, so this is energy, boys. This is rearrangement. This is keto form and converts into enol form. It is a keto formula. Keto form has more energy. Enol form has less energy because of aromatic situation. Therefore, enol content is very, very high. So that is more, keto form is more energetic, enol form is less energetic. Therefore, very, very stable. More enol percentage is available. Whenever aromaticity is there, automatically that enolic content is more handy. Next, one more example. This is compound wise. See here. To this is alpha. This is alpha. Any one of these two involved in the reaction, that gives double bond O. Okay, here is double bond. It is OH. It is OH. Okay. This becomes aromatic compound, boys. So 1 pi bond, 2 that is 2n plus 2, 5 electron rule. 2 is possible. This is aromatic. Therefore, more percentage. More enolic percentage. More enolic percentage is possible. Okay. So this is less. Next, one more example. That is see here, double bond boron. Tell me, boys, this is keto form, this is alpha hydrogen. Okay, this alpha hydrogen is involved in migration that gives OH. This one I am writing like this. Is this possible or not possible? Tell me, boys, this ring is anti-aromatic. Therefore, this reaction is not possible. Here, keto form is most stable. Okay, keto form is most stable. Anti-aromatic, least stable and least stable. That's why this reaction is almost not possible. Here, keto form predominates. That means in this case, keto form is major, enol form is almost negligible. Here, enol percentage is very, very less. Here, enol percentage is very, very less. Okay, please take these 2 note points. This is controversial reactions. So these are note points, boys. In aromatic character, see here, double bond O, double bond O, double bond O. Okay, so it is alpha, it is alpha, it is alpha. Both these 3 are involved. That gives, it is a special case any OH, 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 this compound. But this is more stable and very, very important. It is exceptional cases and more stable. Even though that is aromatic, it is more stable. It is, that's why I'm taking this one as an exceptional case. Exceptional case. Okay. Next, practically observed facts and practically observed facts. Next. So even though that is aromatic, this is more stable. This is more stable. Symmetric condition. Next. Double bond NH. Double bond NH. Same thing also happening. Double bond NH. Once again, these are involved, boys. That gives NH2, NH2, NH2. So this is also like this, but this is more stable. Exceptional case. This is more stable. Please keep this one in mind. So mostly aromatic compounds are, if enolic compound contains are aromatic, automatically that should be the major product. But these are some exemptions. These are some exemptions. Next, third factor. That is steric covering. Third factor. Steric crowding. That means a steric hindrance. Steric crowding. That means bulky groups are attached. Then enol content is more or less. Let us take with an example. Let us take with an example. That is, I am taking here CH, Boys, these are bulky groups attached to that carbon. Now this is keto component. Now this is keto component. Okay. Now this carbon is in sp3 hybridization with bond angle 109 degrees 28 minutes. sp3 hybridization with bond angle 109 degrees 28 minutes. But a bulky groups are attached here. Bulky groups are attached. Now it converts into, so this is alpha carbon. This is alpha hydrogen. So this is enolization takes place. This is enolizable hydrogen. The hydrogen which is involved in enol formation, that is alpha hydrogen, is also called as enolizable hydrogen. Now I am taking that enolizable hydrogen. The carbon, double bonded carbon, this is OH and HN. Now it becomes like this. Just a minute. Now this like this. Now this carbon is sp2 hybridized and 120 degrees is the angle. 120 degrees is the angle. Now tell me boys. Okay, this is enol form. This is keto form. Among these two forms, which one is more there? Tell me your answer. Where repulsions, where steric crowding is very, very less, that is more stable. Among these two structures, this is 109, less is the angle, more is the very nearer to each other, more repulsions are there. Here, more repulsions are. More repulsions are possible. Here, less repulsions are needed. Because they are far away from each other, because 120 is the angle. Repulsions, less repulsions are possible. And therefore, which is major? Enol content or keto content? Tell me your answer. Enol content is more or keto content is more? No doubt. So less repulsions, it is more stable. So more repulsions, it is less stable. Therefore, enol percentage is more than that of keto percentage. So that means whenever steric hindrance is available, then please consider that as a severity conditions. Finally, we can decide enol is more or ketone is there. So steric hindrance is possible in your keto form. Automatically, that should be changed to enol form. Enol percentage is more. Enol percentage is more. Okay. Next, one more example. One more example, that is, it is example 1. Now example 2. Example 2, that is CH3 thrice tertiary butyl group. It is CH3 thrice tertiary butyl group, bulky groups. Same, C double bond OH. Now this is enolic hydrogen that is involved in enolization. Once again, 109 degrees 28 minutes, sp3 hybridization. So more is the repulsions because bulky groups are there. So it is enolized. Boys, so it is major, it is minor. It is major, it is minor. Backward reaction is slow reaction that gives CH3 thrice, CH3 thrice, double bond COH. OHH. This is sp2 hybridized. So sp2, 120 is the angle. It is sp3, 109 degrees 28 minutes is the angle. So less stable, just because of steric crowding. Less stable. It is a keto form. More stable. It is enol form. Therefore, the percentage of enol once again greater than percentage of keto. Therefore, in this case, enol percentage is more. In this case also, enol percentage is more. Okay, but here also some exemptions are there. See here, boys. See here, I am writing, that is double bond O, double bond O. This is, I am taking like this. This is the structure. This hydrogen is alpha carbon, hydrogen attached to that one is alpha hydrogen. Okay, so this one is changed to this one. I'm using double bond OH. Okay, this is enol form. This is keto form. Okay, so this conversion is difficult, boys. In ring condition, it is very, very difficult. So therefore, this is, see here, this is a slow direction, this is more direction. It is more stable, boys, in this case. More stable. It is exceptional case. It is exceptional case. Please take in mind. It is 100% keto form. 100% keto form exists. Because of steric crowding, this is not possible in this situation. So here, 100% keto form exists. Please keep this one in mind. So this is about steric conditions and steric conditions. It is one of the factors that influencing enolic formation of enolic form. Okay, just a minute. Another factor that is intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Note down third point. Not third one, that is fourth one. Is this third or fourth? One is, okay, fourth point. That is intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Intramolecular hydrogen bond. That means, so during enolic formation, there is hydrogen bond formation is possible. Any intramolecular hydrogen bonding that increases the stability because of chelation. Let us take some examples. See here, that is this is C double bond O. This is T double bond O. Okay, these are the hydrogens, boys. This is enolic hydrogen. This is also enolic hydrogen. No doubt it is active methylene group. It is acetyl acetone. The name of this compound is acetyl acetone. It is acetyl acetone. Okay, it is a keto form. I am taking, boys. Keto form. Okay, now see here. If this hydrogen is migrated from here to here, the structure is like this. I am using this one. Here hydrogen is migrated. Here double bond is formed. This is a double bonded one. This is enol form. Enolic form of acetyl acetone. Enolic form of acetyl acetone, boys. See here what we observe. This is oxygen, high electron element. This is hydrogen attached to high electron element. This partial positive charge. This is partial negative charge. Here oxygen. This is high electron element. Between these two, intramolecular hydrogen bonding is intramolecular hydrogen bonding. This is intramolecular hydrogen bonding. This is intramolecular. Because of that intramolecular hydrogen bonding, ring closing is possible. That is called as chelation. That increases the stability of that compound. Here, this hydrogen, boys, this hydrogen, please keep that in mind. So that is the hydrogen which is involved in hydrogen bonding, is equally shared between this oxygen and this oxygen. In that structure, that hydrogen is equally shared between two oxygen atoms and at an equal distance. because of conjugation is also possible. Next, at the same time, see here. What is the number of atoms in the ring? Number of atoms in the ring. We feel it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We feel it as it is 6-membered ring. But it is not 6-membered, boys. It is a 5-membered ring. Because this hydrogen atom is very, very small in size. That hydrogen atom is very, very small in size. So that hydrogen is not considered in ring formation. That's why. So only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the only 5 conditions. Now I'm representing this one like this. That is double bond OH. So here is double bond. This is the conditional. Now it is a 5-membered ring. 5-membered. It is not 6-membered ring, boys. It is 5-membered ring because hydrogen is very, very small. That is not involved in ring formation. That is why it is only 5-membered ring. That 5-membered ring is very stable. Very stable. Therefore, enolic form is more stable here because of formation of intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Intramolecular hydrogen bonding. That enolic form is more stable. Okay, it is almost 76% is available. It is 24% available. That means in acetyl acetone, keto form is just 25%, enol form is 76%. That means more enolic content is available. This is due to intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Whenever intramolecular hydrogen bonding is possible in enolic content, automatically percentage of that enol is also increased. Percentage of enol also increased. Please keep this in mind. Next, note down this point. Boys, it is more volatile. Because intramolecular hydrogen bonding, this compound is more volatile. More volatile. Okay. So that means easy to evaporate. That means having low boiling point. This one has a high boiling point. Because volatility, high boiling point, that is less volatile. Less volatile means not easy to evaporate. If these two mixtures are available, no doubt mixture is possible. If these two mixtures are available, boys, this is reverse. Note on this. If these two mixtures are available, from this mixture, one having more boiling point and the other one having less boiling point. Less boiling point. So boiling point is used to separate these two, which is called as fractional distillation. That is, these two chemicals, enol form and keto form, is separated by using fractional distillation. See here, note here, keto and enol forms are separated by fractional distillation. That means the separation is possible. Keto form and enol forms are separated by fractional distillation. Okay, this is normal cases. Note on point. Note point. That is, note point, boys. So percentage of enol of acetyl acetone in gas phase. Boys, gas phase, more enol content is available in 91 to 93%. Keep this in mind in case of acetyl acetone. Gas phase enol content is more ending. In any case, next, percentage of enol acetyl acetone in due to steric hydrants. Steric hindrance is 43.5% to 44.5%. So steric hindrance, because some steric, whenever steric hindrance is there, automatically percentage of enol content is less than, because of. So, but generally acetyl acetone enol forming is more predominant than keto form, enol form. That means whenever intramolecular hydrogen bonding is possible, automatically that enol content is more predominant. But there are some exemptions. See here. That is just a minute. That is, see here. Here, boys, observe this compound. I am taking acetyl acetone, CH3CO, CH2, CO, CH3, boys. If I am using this alpha hydrogen, the product is like this: CH2 double bond COH, CH2 C double bond O, CH3. Boys, in this compound, in this enol content, intramolecular hydrogen bonding is possible or not? In this compound, in this enol form, it is enol end. It is ketone end. It is keto compound. In this keto enol compounds, particularly enol content, it is also acetyl acetone ending. But in your previous case, active methylene group is used, but here first carbon is used. So it is also possible, but in less percentage. Now, is this intramolecular hydrogen bond is possible or not possible? Tell me. Yes or no? No. Yes. Here, no intramolecular hydrogen bond. Why, sir? Why not? It is no, because boys, this is sp3 hybridized carbon. sp3 hybridized carbon out of plane. This bond and this bond are in out of plane. So all the atoms are in the same plane, then only intramolecular hydrogen bonding is possible. But here atoms are in out of plane. Out of plane hydrogen bonding is not possible. Therefore, in this case, intramolecular hydrogen bonding is not possible. Please keep this in mind. Not this point. That means this percentage is very, very less. Therefore, low percentage, low enol percentage, low enol percentage is possible. Low enol percentage. Okay, it is one of the factors. When enol percentage is more and when it is less, so we can check with hydrogen bonding. Okay, next, one more example. That is just a minute. See here, boys. Note point 1, note point 2. That is, I am taking C double bond O. Just a minute. Double bond O, OETN. It is ester, boys. It is ester. So this is active methylene group, no doubt. This is active methylene group. If this hydrogen is involved in tautomerism, that gives double bond O, OET, OH. There is double bond O. There is double bond O. Okay. Here, as usual, intramolecular hydrogen bonding is possible. Even though intramolecular hydrogen bonding is there, so because it is highly electron withdrawing group, ester group end, S2 group is highly electron withdrawing group. That is very, very unstable. Therefore, here enol percentage just 8%. Just 8%. So automatically ketone percentage remaining possible, and that is 92% keto form is possible. Because of this group. Because of this group, it is not possible. Okay, that is not involved in almost hydrogen bonding. So that is very, very, just a minute. Okay, next, one more point. If double bond O, here phenyl ring is taken. Here phenyl ring is taken in. Benzene ring. There is one more hydrogen, boys. It is active methylene hydrogen. Okay, so OET. The only difference between this one and this one is here are two are hydrogens. Here phenyl group is available. Here phenyl group is available. That gives double bond O, OH, OET. Here phenyl ring. Here double bond is possible, and double bond is possible. Okay, so almost here also intramolecular hydrogen bonding possible, but this phenyl ring stabilizes this double bond. Why? This OET destabilizes this double bond. But this phenyl group stabilizes this double bond because of conjugation. Because of conjugation, it is stabilized. Because of this, there is a destabilized by bonds. Because see here, this lone pair migrated here, this is migrated here. Automatically, carbon ion is formed. Carbon ion is generally sp3 hybridization. So that means pi bond formation is negligible here. But here, this is a resonance conjugation. Conjugation is there. So that means this benzene ring stabilizes C double bond C by conjugation. Therefore, something is more stable when compared to this one. Therefore, almost 30% enol is possible. That means enolic percentage is increased. Enolic percentage is increased. So here just 8%, but here 30%. That means in the presence of phenyl ring, because of conjugation, that pi bond formation and also that hydrogen bond formation, favorable conditions. So please keep in mind, these are very, very, very important. Even though hydrogen bonds are there, because this is destabilizes this C double bond C by donating electrons because of resonance. But benzene here, something stabilizes. So based on that, so this is enolic content. So if no electron donating group, that is the lone pair group, is attached here, automatically hydrogen bonding is more stable. Hydrogen bonding is more stable. That is enolic form is more predominant when compared to keto form. But in these two cases, keto form is more predominant than that of enol content. So it is also important, boys. This is also important. This is about hydrogen bonding. How hydrogen bond stabilizes enol content. How hydrogen bond stabilizes enol content. Next, another one, another factor, and most important factor, solvent. That is effect of solvent. Very, very, very important among all these factors. That means solvent plays an important role during enol content. Solvent plays an important role, boys. Boys, first of all, please keep in mind, C double bond O, it is keto compound, and COH double bond C, it is enol one. Among these two groups, so here carbon is less electronegative, oxygen is more electronegative. That way, it is polarity is there. This one gets partial negative charge. This one gets partial positive charge. Therefore, keto form is more polarity. This one enol form is less polarity. Enol form is less polar. So now I am taking polar solvents. So when polar solvents like water molecules are used, water is used, automatically polar substance predominates. What is that polar substance? Either it is keto form or enol form, no doubt keto form. Therefore, in polar solvents, keto form is predominant. Because keto form is more polar. Polar, like this or slide. Like this or slide. Okay. Therefore, as polarity of solvent increases, it is generally explained with the help of dielectric constant. Dielectric constant. More is the dielectric constant, more polarity. As polarity of solvent, that is dielectric constant of solvent increased, percentage of keto form also increase. Now, when enol form is possible? In polar solvents or non-polar solvents? Tell me, boys. When enol percentage is more, in presence of polar solvents or in presence of non-polar solvents? Please tell me. If solvent is polar or if solvent is non-polar, enol content is more. Yes, non-polar. See, because it is less polar, therefore, enol percentage is more in non-polar solvents. That is less dielectric constant. That means, as the polarity of solvent increases, keto form is more. As the polarity of solvent decreases, enol content is more. Enol content is more. So this is just an example. I'm just theory and I'm giving examples. See here. So polar solvents generally, water is polar. Example, water is polar. Okay. Next, acetic acid. It is also polar, boys. It is also polar. Okay. Next, dimethyl sulfoxide, DMS4. DMS4. It is dimethyl sulfoxide, means dimethyl sulfoxide. This one, and it is also seems to be polar. Okay. So general dielectric constant, boys. More dielectric constant, more is the polarity. I will give some values about dielectric constant. More dielectric constant, more polarity. Just non-polar solvents, acetone, non-polar, benzene, non-polar, acetone, benzene, these are non-polar. Hexane, non-polar solvents. In non-polar solvents, enol content is more. In polar solvents, keto content is more. So for polar solvents, keto content is more. Keto content is more predominant in polar solvents. Whatever it may be, that is the statement. Let us take an example. See here. See here. In acetyl acetone, if acetyl acetone is considered, okay, acetyl acetone, that means our previous example, guys, during hydrogen bond explanation. Hydrogen bonding explanation, so keto form is there, enol form is there. So in that acetyl acetone condition, I will give solvent effect conditions. Solvent effect, that is CH3, CO, CH2, CO, CH3, right? Keto form. I'm taking one, CH3, C double bond O, CH double bond C, OH. Hydrogen bonding is possible, right? It is enol form. This is our acetyl acetone. This is our acetyl acetone. Okay. See here. I'm using solvent and percentage of enol. Percentage of enol. What is the solvent is taking? Water, polar or non-polar? Boys, water polar or non-polar? Tell me. Polar or non-polar? Water. Yes, polar. In polar, enol percentage is less than. Enol percentage is just 15%. Just 15%. Next, methyl cyanide. Something and something as carbon content increase, polarity decreased. So here 58% enol percentage. 58%. Next, pure liquid form. No solvent is there, only liquid. In pure liquid form, 76%, and already I wrote. Pure liquid phase, 76%. N-hexane. N-hexane, it is a non-polar voice. Non-polar solvent. N-hexane. There the percentage is 92. That means in non-polar solvents, percentage of enol content is more. In polar solvent, enol percentage is less. And in gas phase, that is almost 92%. 92% are available. Please keep this in mind. That means as the polarity of solvent decreases, enol percentage increases. Okay. So therefore, enol percentage is inversely proportional to polarity of solvent. That is dielectric constant. That is dielectric constant. Okay. So this is about so keto-enol conditions, boys. Keto-enol conditions. Okay. There are also some factors which are influencing percentage of enol, boys. So one more, that is next. Concentration and temperatures also plays an important role in it. So temperature effect. Next one, temperature effect. Okay. As the temperature increased, percentage of enol decreased. Please keep in mind. That means percentage of enol is inversely proportional to temperature, because as temperature increases, automatically that hydrogen bond breaking easy to break. That means the keto form easily converted. Therefore, finally, enol percentage is decreased. See here, in case of acetyl acetone, so at 25 degrees centigrade, 95% enol. 25 degrees centigrade. Okay. At 180 degrees centigrade, it is just 68% enol. As 275 degrees centigrade, that is 44%. Therefore, percentage of enol is inversely proportional to temperature. Please keep in mind. Percentage is inversely proportional to that one. So these are the most important factors that influencing on enol percentage. Enol percentage. First one. What is that? First. Tell me, boys. What are those factors? One by one. First one, conjugation. Second one, aromaticity. Third one, steric crowding. Fourth one, intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Fifth one, what is that? Solvent effect. Sixth one, temperature. And concentration also plays an important role. Okay. So these are the factors that increases or decreases sometimes that is enolic content. Very important. Okay. So when enol percentage is more, when enol percentage is, let us take an example. Let us take some question, boys. Now see here. So based on these factors, compare enol percentage. Question. Compare enol content. Compare enol content. Where enol is more, where enol is less. See here, boys, I am giving one. Compare among these, which one is more, which one is less in enol content. 2, 3. I'm taking 1, 2, 3. Where more enol content is possible, boys? Where more enol content is possible among 1, 2, 3? Yes, correct, Sidhu. Yes, Rohan, correct. Yes, wrong, Naveen. Boys, if it is involved in enol, aromaticity is developed. Already I explained today at the beginning. Aromaticity. So it is conjugation is developed. It is no conjugation. So therefore, so enol percentage 3 greater than 2 greater than 1. 3 greater than 2 greater than 1. Enol percentage. So what we are using here? Aromaticity. Aromaticity is used in. Okay. Next, tell me this one. This one. Which one is more? More enol percentage. 1 or 2? Boys, it is just alkyl group. It is just alkyl group. Please keep in mind. Yes, 1 greater than 2. 1 greater than 2. Okay, because this alkyl group, electron releasing group. So I am taking base catalyzed reaction. Here carbon ion is formed. The carbon ion is destabilized by this alkyl group. Therefore, so this is more, this is less. If in case same example, here phenyl ring is taken. Here phenyl ring is taken. Now tell me, which one has more enol content? Yes, 2 only. It is less. Because this phenyl ring stabilizes that form of double bond because of conjugation. Here conjugation is used. Conjugation is used. Okay. Next, like this, you can identify, boys. Which one is more, which one is less. Okay. Next, third one. See here. Among these two, which one is more enol content? 1 or 2? More enol content. Yes, Rohan, correct. Yes. Yashwant, wrong. Pawan, correct. See here, boys. So this is alpha. This alpha is blocked end. No alpha hydrogens. No alpha hydrogens here. But here bridge head carbon hydrogens, pi bond development is not possible. But here is possible and this one is possible. So Bredik's rule, as per Bredik's rule, here enol content is not exists because this one is blocked end. No enol content. No alpha hydrogens are involved in enol. No enolic hydrogen cell there. Okay. Next. Next one. Very, very, very important. Among these two, where more enolization, 1 and 2, more enol content is where it is possible. My answer is 1 less than 2. Please keep in mind, you feel 1 more than 2 only. You feel 1 more than 2. Boys, all these are in same plane. Here, these are in different plane. Different plane conversion is required, but their conversion is not required. Therefore, 2 is more enol content when compared to 1 and 2. Planarity is available. Ring, that means bonds rotation is required. Here, rotation is required, that rotation is not required. So here, these are the hydrogens, tetrahedral hydrogens are. Okay. So this bond rotation is required. Here, bond rotation required. Here, no bond rotation is required. That is why this is easily formed in enolic content. Next. Boys, this is keto form, write its enol form. Please keep in mind, note this point. Note point, please take as a note, not as a question. So this enolic form is only one alpha hydrogen, that too OH, C, 3 fluorines. These are the, that is enol content. It is keto form. Tell me, boys, tell me, among these two forms, which one is predominant? Enol content or keto content? Enol is predominant or keto is predominant in this structure? See here, this is hydrogens. Here, hydrogens are attached to C double bond C. Sorry, fluorines. Fluorines are attached to C double bond C. Fluorine is electron withdrawing group. That is a minus I group star. Minus I groups destabilizes alkene. Minus I groups destabilizes alkene. Therefore, it is a less percentage, less stable. Therefore, this more keto form is available. So, prefer to exist in keto form. It is prefers to exist. Almost negligible and negligible, boys. Prefer to exist as keto form because these electron withdrawing groups destabilizes the formed alkene. Destabilizes that formed alkene because those are electron withdrawing groups. So because of this, enol content is here. It is almost negligible. Only that is more is possible and more keto form is possible. More keto form is possible. Okay. Next, this is about keto enol tautomerism, boys. Mostly we have keto enol tautomerism. Some more keto enol tautomerisms also possible. Let us take one more example. That is another type of tautomerism, which is called as valency tautomerism. Somebody, valency tautomerism. What is this valency tautomerism, sir? Okay. So, boys, in this tautomerism, atoms are not migrated, but single bond or double bonds are ruptured. That means going to be break, and new bonds are formed. Bond breaking and bond making is possible here. No transfer of hydrogens. See here. Here, single or multiple bonds single or multiple bonds are rapidly formed and rupture. Because of that, tautomerism is developed. And see here, molecular geometry is changing. Molecular geometry is changing. Complete geometry is changing. Let us take an example. I am taking tub shaping. So generally, these are the pi bonds, boys. Cyclooctatetraene exists as tub shape model. So it is in tautomerization. See here. Here, this double bond is going to break. Here, new bond is developed. Here, new bond is developed. That means the structure readjusted to like this. Here pi bond, here pi bond, here pi bond, here pi bond. So single bonds are going to be break, double bonds are formed. Pi bonds. That means the structure is changed. One more. See here. These are the two. For our convenience, this is first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon. These are the conditions. So here these bonds are broken, here new bonds are formed. It is first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon. Okay. Here between 1 and 2 pi bond is there. Here 2 and 3. Here 1 and 4 pi bonds are possible. That means some bonds are going to break and new bonds are formed. So that means interconvertible structures. This type of tautomerism is called as valency tautomerism. One more. That is okay. So this is interconverted, boys. Here new bond is developed. Like this. Structure is possible. Just a minute. Aromatic character is developed. Like this. So this type of tautomerism is called as valency tautomerism. One more tautomerism also there, boys, which is ring chain tautomerism. Ring chain tautomerism. This is not important, but one type of tautomerism. But ring chain tautomerism is important. These are also considered as tautomers, boys. So these structures are also considered as tautomers. Next one. This is ring chain. Open chain compounds are converted into ring compounds through tautomerism mechanism. Here open chain change it to ring compounds by tautomerism. This is called as or ring compounds are changed to open chain, or open chain is converted into ring chain. Both are possible, boys, through this tautomerism. That is, this is called as ring chain tautomerism. Let us take an example. OH CH double bond C. Okay. Actually, this hydrogen is trying to migrate, boys, but this hydrogen is more acidic, very nearer to this carbon. Therefore, this is migrated here. This hydrogen is migrated here. So, just a minute. OH. So this is migrated here. This hydrogen is here. This bond is here. That gives OH. That gives OH. So this is also considered as tautomerism, boys. Open chain compounds are also converts into ring compounds through tautomerism mechanism. Here tautomeric mechanism. Proton is transferred from one to another, but not from alpha. This is also considered as tautomerism. This is also considered as tautomerism. Okay, one more example. See here. This is compounded. This is compound, boys. Okay. Now, these are electron withdrawing groups. This pi bond is migrated to that. Okay. This is acidic hydrogen. This is migrated to this. This oxygen. This lone pair is donated to this. This lone pair is donated to that. Okay. So check once again. The structure is like this. Open chain compound, change it to ring end. C, H, single bond C. Okay. This is Cn, Cn. This hydrogen is migrated to this one and converts into hydrogen CH bond. Next, this is C double bond O. This is oxygen. There is a bond between these two. Okay, that is the structure, boys. Open chain compound is changed to ring structure through tautomeric mechanism. This is also considered as ring chain tautomerism. Okay, so ring chain tautomerism is possible. This is another type. These structures, these conversions are also we considered as tautomerism. Please be conscious. This is about tautomerism. The last topic, boys, that is very, very, very important. 100%, at least one bit will appear in your mains exam tomorrow. That is deuteration. Please take the subheading. Last topic, slide, a small topic. Deuteration, very, very, very important. Sir, what is this deuteration? Deuteration is nothing but all the available alpha hydrogens are replaced with deuterium. In here, all available alpha hydrogens are replaced with deuterium. All available hydrogens are replaced with deuterium. That is the case, and wherever alpha hydrogens are there, that is replaced with deuterium. Almost a little exemptions. Almost. Okay. Here, so this reaction takes place in the presence of acid or base catalyzer. Acid or base catalyzer. So what are those reagents? Reagents are actually in our hydrolysis, that is tautomerism. Acid means H plus N. Here D plus is used in D2. Base is OH minus N, but OD minus is used in D2. This is acid catalyst. This is base catalyst. Acid catalyst and base catalyst. So in presence of this acid catalyst or base catalyst. So boys, in tautomerism we used H plus or OH minus in water. But here D plus or OD minus. All available alpha hydrogens are replaceable. That is the final situation. All available alpha hydrogens are replaceable. See here, let us take an example. Let us take an example, that is, now tautomerism is not here, boys. Only alpha hydrogens are replaced. This is CH3. This is D plus H D2O, or whatever it may be the reagent used, OD minus D2O. OD minus D2O. Any one of these two reagents are used. Okay. See here, for this is alpha. For this is alpha. How many alpha hydrogens are there? These are the two alpha hydrogens. Here one alpha hydrogen is there. These three alpha hydrogens are replaced with deuterium. Now the answer is double bond O, deuterium, deuterium. This is CH3. This is deuterium. And all the available alpha hydrogens are replaced. Okay. Now, what about this? Tell me. This one. This one. See here, boys. So this, it is blocked end. This is alpha. So this pi bond. So this is also alpha. Okay. Here two alpha hydrogens. Here two alpha hydrogens are there. Boys, all available alpha hydrogens are replaced. Not only with the C double bond O, not only with C double bond Cn. So functional group is there, alpha position. Okay, that gives, so OD minus I'm using. Double bond O, CH3, double bond, here D, 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 D. All these hydrogens are replaced. So that means like this, deuteration is there. So all available alpha hydrogens are replaced with deuterium with the help of those two reagents. With the help of those two reagents. This is about deuterolysis reaction. Deuteration. That is called as deuteration. So very, very, very important. Let us take some more examples. See here. OH boys, here either D plus D2O or OD minus D2O is used. OD minus D2O is used. Okay, so deuteration takes place. Where it is possible, write its resonance structures. Where negative charge is developed, all those hydrogens are replaced. Here at ortho, para, ortho position, negative charge is developed. Those three hydrogens are replaced. OH, here hydrogen, here hydrogen, here hydrogen. Replace, boys. Please keep this one in mind. I'm giving only exceptional cases, boys. In other cases, as usual, our all alpha hydrogens are replaced. Here, write its resonance structures. Where negative charge is developed, those hydrogens are replaced. Okay. So I'm writing. Write its resonance structures, identify where negative charge on carbon possible. Next, third condition, replace those hydrogens with deuterium. Okay, that is the condition we used here. So already we know phenol. So ortho meta, ortho para, ortho positions are high electron density. That's why all those hydrogens are replaced. Next, if I am using this condition, OH, if this para position is blocked, now OD minus, what is the reaction? Oh, this is blocked, only these two are replaced. Only these two are replaced. This one deuteration is possible. Okay, next. See here. This is also important, boys. Please keep in mind. Double bond O, double bond C. See here. C means CH3. So see, boys. So this is alpha. So this is alpha. So this is also alpha. This is also alpha. Okay. If its resonance structures are there, this hydrogen, this carbon gets negative charge. So this is also replaceable, boys. This is also replaceable. Please keep in mind. Now my answer is OD minus double bond O. These two are with deuterium. These two are with deuterium. These three are with deuterium. This one also deuterium. So someone missed this one, but this is also possible. Okay. So just same theory is also applicable here. Same theory also applicable here. Resonance structures where negative charge is developed, automatically those hydrogens are replaceable. Next. Very, very, very important. That is OH double bond. Okay, it is enolic containing. I am going to convert this one into ketone form. This is double bonded. So that means if to this OD minus is applied, so all these three hydrogens are replaced with deuterium and nickel. So deuterium, It is a previous IIT bit, boys. It is a previous IIT. Please be conscious. Very, very important. That is previous JEE. Previous JEE between. Even though enol is there, convert that one into keto because keto form is very stable. So all those hydrogens are replaceable. All those hydrogens are replaceable. Next. This is also important. Double bond O, OD minus. Now tell me, boys, what is your answer? So to this is alpha. This alpha hydrogen is not replaceable, boys. This is not replaceable. Only these two hydrogens are replaceable. Okay. Next. So these are very, very, very important. Next. One more and last one. There is hydrogen, boys. Once again, condition applied. Condition applied. So what are those hydrogens are replaced? So this hydrogen also replaced, boys. Actually, OD minus. This one D, this one D, this one D, this one D. So whenever negative charge is developed, automatically those hydrogens are replaced. Boys, please keep in mind this hydrogen, these two are not involved in tautomerism. These are some special cases, boys. These are some special cases. Okay. So this is the end of almost tautomerism, boys. So I'm giving some exemptions. Please keep in mind. So exemptions in tautomerism. Exemptions in tautomerism. Exceptions in tautomerism. See here, first one, right? Double bond over. This converts into enol form. Already we write it. We wrote it is enol form, but mostly keto form is stable. Keto is stable. Even though aromaticity is there in that, this is very, very stable. Second point. Okay. CH2, C double bond O, C double bond O, OHN. It is called as phenyl pyruvic acid. Phenyl pyruvic acid. So, note down its enol content. Enol stable in solid state, in gas phase. In both cases, enol is stable because that phenyl ring is involved in that is what about that resonance? That is conjugation. Next, third one, double bond O, double bond O. Here dipole-dipole interactions are available. Because of that, we feel it as unstable. But this is more stable. See here, this is OH. Between them, intermolecular hydrogen bonding is possible. Even though it is possible, keto is more stable. Even though hydrogen bond is, because these hydrogen bonds and steric entrance conditions, boys, this one exists as like this. So this is very, very stable. This exists like this. Okay, so it is exemption case. It is exemption. Next. It is aromatic. It is aromatic. This is also aromatic, enol form. So, but it is more stable. It is more stable. Okay. See here, for this case, gas phase, in gas phase, enol is available. Enol content. Liquid phase, in liquid phase, keto is available. Overall, keto form is more stable. Overall, keto form is more stable. At last, this compound, keto enol tautomerism is possible, but 100% keto is existent. 100% keto is exists. So these are some exemptions, boys. These are some exemptions in keto enol tautomerism. Please keep this in mind. So general other cases are general. Thank you, boys. So this is the end of keto enol tautomerism. At the same time, end of GOC, General Organic Chemistry, is over. Okay, thank you, boys.